Taurus, Bull Gang, what's going on? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you your June 2020 Silent Enemies reading. I hope all is well with the Taurus Massive. I do want to thank you guys for the love and support you show the channel. Thank you for all that you bring. If you need a personal reading, my information is in the box below. Side note, if you have an iPad and you can't see the box below the video, you need to click on the arrow down button so that it drops the drop down box open. All right, I got a couple people talking about on their iPad they can't see the box below the video. It may be just user error. You may not be clicking on the arrow that's underneath to open up that box. If it's not that, then you're gonna have to try to access it from another device, because I'm not sure why it doesn't work with iPad. I mean, I can't answer that for you. I do apologize, but you know, this is the suggestion I have. So there's going to be an extended to this video, so please take a look at the Patreon membership link below to check out the video for the extended version if this resonates with you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. The Silent Enemies reading is a reading that I've set up so that it's important that we pay attention to our intuitive nudges, pay attention to our intuition, and follow it. The Silent Enemies reading talks about, you know, you have people who are close to you, family members, friends, relatives, people that, you know, are in your life on a regular basis. And sometimes these people don't have our best interests at heart. These people are closest to us, so they are able to infiltrate our weaknesses, find out what's going on with us quicker than someone who is outside of us, like what you would call your circle, your close circle. You know, it's an unfortunate situation that, you know, we have to sometimes watch the people closest to us. Some people don't like to talk about that. They think this is very negative, but you have to understand that in life we have duality, okay? There's good, there's love and light, and then there's the dark side, the hidden that you can't see. Dark is what you can't see. Your intuitive nudges are what's going to indicate to you that there's something that's going on that you can't see and you need to pay a little bit more attention to. So with that being said, a silent enemy could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be your local mechanic, it could be your barber, it could be your kid's teacher, it could be your doctor, somebody that you deal with on a regular basis, but their energy is just something about it, makes you really question it. Now, sometimes we have people around us and they may act weird and our intuition goes off and it's like, damn, what's wrong with this person? It could be a situation where they're just going through something and they're just not messing with you today. Or it could be a situation they're going through and they don't want you to know about it. It could be a situation where maybe they're trying to plan a surprise for you, or that, you know, a surprise birthday party, and they know you nosy as hell. So, you know, it's very difficult to get things past you. It could be that thing. Or it could be a situation where you really got people around you who are jealous and envious of you and they're plotting on your downfall. The whole purpose of it is when you get the intuitive nudge about someone close to you, don't brush it off just because it's like, nah, that's my boy, he would never do that. Or, nah, that's my mother, she would never get down like that. The intuitive nudge is there for a reason. It's there for you to investigate it. So investigate it, make sure that it's a false alarm, and then move on. All right? So the 3 cards I'm going to pull are going to be 3 separate areas of your life where there might be 3 separate scenarios that you need to pay attention to intuitive nudges that you get. It may be nothing. It may be something. Don't try to make this fit. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, then it's like, okay, this one doesn't resonate with me. Let me see what else she's got, you know, or let me check out some other reader. But I just want to let you know that this is not something you can make fit. You will know it by the way I describe the information. You will know intuitively if it's something you need to check out, if it's something that resonates with you, or you'll be like, nah, that don't make no sense to me. It's not resonating with me. All right. So the first card I got here is the page, is the Knave of Chalices, which is also known as the Page of Cups, which is in reverse. This energy is cardinal water, so this is Cancerian energy. So pages, well, let's just do this. I'm going to do this instinctively and intuition-wise. I'm getting here that there is an issue in reference to the people who are coming at you. Somebody could be coming at you in a guise of a relationship or wanting to get to know you, but it's not going to go anywhere. Meaning they could be coming at you, like, for example, male or female, someone could be coming at you and it could just be for a situationship type of thing. They just may want to hook up. They could be excuse me, they could be coming at you like, oh, hey, what's going on? You know, how you doing? You know, I want to get to know you, whatever, let's exchange phone numbers. You could be in a situation where you're like, okay, I'm open to meeting someone new. I'm open to being in a relationship. Let me go out there and start dating and getting to know people. Well, this person don't want to get to know you. They want the number, and then they want to come all over automatically and do Netflix and chill. Now, this could be you being this way to someone too. So the energies could be, vice versa. Take it as it resonates. It's a general read. So, but if you're someone who's looking for something serious, you got to be careful of the people who are coming around you, because some of them just coming around to try to manipulate you and play with your feelings. Some of you, it could be your child, okay, that there's an issue with. You and your child could be having it, or you picking up some type of intuitive vibe about your kid, what's going on with your kid. It could be anything. It could be, damn, I don't even know if this child is mine, to, my child has been acting really funny lately. Let me try to talk to them and see what's going on. They've been acting out, lashing out, getting, really disrespectful. Let me see what's going on. Okay? It could be that type of thing as well. So you just may want to, pay attention to your kids. Maybe they're lashing out because of a result of what they're seeing you going through or what you're dealing with, or something like that. Not really sure, but, it's something you may want to pay attention to. I know that Mercury is going to be in Cancer, or Mercury is in the Cancer house right now. Cancer is your second house. So that's the house of your possessions, your value, your self-worth. Actually, what I'm getting is for you, Taurus, there could be something going on with your children. Because the fourth house, the house of Cancer, it deals with your family. It deals with tradition. It deals with things that have been passed down, tradition through tradition through tradition. It also deals with your maternal mother, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, and the things that they passed down to you, and the way that they raised you, and the way that they ran your household when you were growing up. This house also deals with it deals with your internal home, what's going on with you internally. And it also deals with your household as an adult, and how you run your household based on the way you grew up, and what you did in your household, what your parents did, and, your mother in particular, the nurturing person in your home, how they did things. So there could be something going on with your child. The communication between you and your child may be blocked, or it could be something even more severe where you may feel like a child is not your child. You may have been told this child was yours, but you may be getting some intuitive nudges like, this is not my child. And it's not that you don't love the child or anything like that. This is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is just the simple fact that you're getting a nudge that this may not be your biological child. Okay? And you may have been told that that is the case, because you could have had a one-night stand situationship with someone, and they said, okay, this is the baby, and you never got a test to confirm who the father was, or to confirm if you are the father. There was never anything done in reference to that. So this is what I'm getting here with this energy here, okay? The second card I have here is the High Priestess energy in reverse. So this immediately I'm getting clouded judgment, not following your intuition, not listening to your intuitive nudges that you're getting. You're brushing them off based on the fact that these are people close to you that your intuitive nudge is going off on. And instead of you saying, why is this going off about my kid? Why is this going off about my girl? Why is this intuitive nudge going off about my uncle? You're just brushing it to the side and saying, instead of saying, let me just watch them and investigate them and see what's going on. Or maybe I ask them some questions, and maybe I'll reveal, okay, damn, my uncle is going through some things. Or, maybe my girl wants to say something to me and she's not sure how to say it, but she's acting funny. Or, maybe my child is acting out because they see me and their parent fighting. Things like that. But you're ignoring your intuitive nudges, and you should not. So any intuitive nudge you get about anybody, whether it's your mother, whether it's your kid, whether it's your wife, whether it's your husband, whether it's your uncle, whomever around you, You need to pay attention to that and understand and try to figure out, okay, is this something I should investigate, or is it something I should brush off before you just automatically brush it off? All right, that's what I'm getting here. Also, there may be some things that might be coming to the light, okay? Some of you may find out that a child is not biologically your child, okay? Or that your mother is not your biological mother. Could be vice versa, okay? Or that you were adopted. Maybe you didn't know that. You know, some of you, that may come to light for you. There could be some other things that come to light to you. You know, you may not have seen it. And now it's starting to make sense to you because you're starting to pay attention to your intuition more than ever, is what I'm getting strongly here with this High Priestess energy. Some of you may have relatives who have passed away, and you may be having dreams about them, okay? Grandmothers, great-grandmothers. You may be having dreams about family, heritage, tradition. You may be having dreams about that. You could be having dreams about children, about someone being pregnant. Okay, you may have a child on the way and you're not sure if it's your child. Somebody could be telling you that. I already said that, but I'm getting that strongly here again for some of you. Okay, you may need to make sure that you are the father before you start assuming responsibility. I mean, you know, if you're being told you're the father and the child is still in the womb, then, you know, be respectful and courteous and support the mother. But then once the child is physically born, you know, get that paternity test so that you know for sure before you move forward with taking full responsibility. And don't take anybody's word for it. And don't feel offended if you ask for a paternity test and someone how dare you ask me for a paternity test? To me, that's BS. Let me tell you something about me as a woman. If I'm pregnant by a man and he wants a paternity test, I'm going to give it to him with no questions asked. Matter of fact, I'm going to recommend we get the paternity test because I want you to know 100% for sure this is your child. So it ain't ever going to be no question. You're not ever going to have no, you know what I'm saying? And if a woman feels offended by you asking her that, you're going to have to figure out that's an intuitive nudge. Why she feels some sort of way. If she wants you to be comfortable with you know what I'm saying? Why would you feel that way? Okay, you know, even if she does for a minute because society programs her to think whatever, after a period of time, she should get over that and be like, okay, yeah, let me get you this test so that you know what's up, you know? And even after you tell her, like, look, I'm not saying anything disrespectful about you and your behavior and actions. This is just for me and my peace of mind so that I know who my lineage is and what is real and what's not. I need to know this for me. And if she can't respect it at that point, then you need to question that, okay? Because that, to me, that's a concern. That's a red flag. And that's your intuitive nudge. Don't let people tell you, oh, you're the father, and you don't question it. You just say, okay, because I slept with you. I know I slept with you. And you're telling me I'm the father. You don't know, especially if this is someone you just met, you know, where it was a stage of a relationship. You only been dating less than a year, and then all of a sudden she ends up pregnant. Okay, well, or you met through a situationship, you were out drinking, or you went up to the bar or whatever, or y'all were creeping, and she ends up pregnant, and she tells you you're the child. Oh, well, you're the only one I've been with. Okay, that's cool, but for my well-being and my understanding and my peace of mind, a paternity test is required before I will start taking full responsibility of this child. In the discussion. And, you know, you Taurus women, you may have, you know, if you have a child, you may have the father coming to you, questioning you about that as well. So on the flip side of it, again, you will want to give this man peace of mind so that he understands, okay, yeah, this is my kid. So, yeah, I feel comfortable with that, you know, because that builds a level of trust as well. Whether you're in a relationship with him or not, you know, he knows that you're not going to, you know, deceive him about something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that really is hurtful when a man finds out he's raised a child and it's not his. Because the woman refused to tell him the truth, or because she was very immature and she had the intuitive nudges that this wasn't her child, but she didn't say that this wasn't his kid, but she didn't say anything. Like, I'm getting that very strongly with you, Taurus, okay? So either way, whether you're the woman or the man, you know, make it right so that everybody knows that everybody's on the same page. Get that paternity test. This energy here is the Queen of Cups in reverse energy. This is Cancerian energy. So we got heavy Cancerian energy here. Okay, so like I said, Mercury is in the house of Cancer. So this is going to have to do a lot with the relationship with your mother, or the relationship with your child's mother. Or if you're a father and you're the primary nurturer of your children, this could have a lot to do with you. But what I'm getting is, for some of you, you know, you grew up in environments where your mother was emotionally unstable. Okay, and you may be coming to that conclusion now as an adult. Some of you, you know, you may find out that your mother has drug addictions or drug abuse problems, or had some in the past. Some of you may be finding out that that is something that has been passed down generation to generation in your family, where the women in your family may have been alcoholics, or been drug addicts of some sort, or could have even been, you know, women of the night, prostitution, things like that. You could also realize that your father may not be your father because your mother didn't know who your true father was, and you may find that out. I'm getting a lot of maternal, you know, type of energy here with you guys, Taurus, with this energy here that I'm getting here. Some of you, you could be dealing with issues of, you know, your mother. Some of you, your mother is very smothering. You know, you could be a grown adult and your mother has, you know, this is reminding me of the K Solo energy. Your mom's in my business. For example, you could be a Taurus woman and you're a grown adult, but your mother and you are very close. And as a result, you let your mother know what's going on in your relationships, and your mother feels like she can have an input in your relationships, and your man or your woman, whoever you're dating, has an issue with that. And it's like, yo, you got to tell your mom to mind her business. You know, it could be vice versa. It could be a fella, a brother, you know, a guy. His mother is a very strong influence, and she's very smothering. She doesn't let him breathe. And he, you know, is an adult trying to have a relationship, and his mom is always in his business. Like he tells her things. And, you know, as a result, she tells him this is what he needs to do. And then he'll go off and do it. And then he'll wonder why, instead of him using his intuition, his intuition is clouded because he don't know what to do. So he'll tell his mother and he'll do what his mother says to do instead of listening to his intuition. And then he ends up in situations where his relationships fail, you know, or he has problems keeping a relationship. Some of you, you need to, you know, you were a mama's boy. Okay, and it's time for you to accept that some of the relationships you're in have been failing because your mom's in the business. Tell your moms to mind her business. K Solo, if you don't know the song. This was in a Leo. It's funny this is coming up too. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo. All right, for the Leo video that I did, for the retrograde video, the full moon eclipse, lunar eclipse retrograde. Tell your moms to mind her business. Some of you, your mother's in the business. You may be dealing with a Leo whose mother's in the business, or your mother's in the business. You're dealing with a fire sign or a Leo. But your intuition is clouded because a lot of you are allowing your mother to tell you what to do in reference to your relationships. There's a saying that goes, in-laws are like outlaws. You have to be very careful in your relationship what you tell your family about the person you're with. Because relationships, you're going to have your fights and your ups and downs. So if I'm with a man and we get into a fight or argument or disagreement and I run and tell my family, this is what he did, he said this, my family's going to be looking at him like, yo, don't even bring him back around no more. He's not welcome to our house. But yet you may work things out with him. You know, you may understand that there was a misunderstanding and you and him are on good terms now. But see, the in-laws, your family is still looking at him like he's suspect and they don't want him around. So it's very important that you be careful what you tell your family members about your relationship and what you're dealing with. Yeah, we all need somebody to talk to and things like that, but you have to use, you know, your judgment correctly and not be clouded in your judgment in reference to what you say to people about the person you're with. Because everybody knows you're going to go through fights and arguments. And then your family is now looking at you like you stupid because you went back to this person, but yet you love this person and you really didn't tell your family the whole situation where you could have been the one who caused the problem. Now your family is at odds with you because you with this person, and that negative energy is going to affect that relationship, even if this person was a good person for you. So, all of this energy is what I'm getting for you, Taurus. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you a Crystal Angels Oracle card, because what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what kind of stones the universe wants you to use or carry around with you to help you to vibrate on a frequency or to attract in the energy you need, so that you can resolve these scenarios. So what messages do we have for Taurus? What stones should Taurus be working with? Okay, we got garnet. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. So to release any type of negative energy in your life that's clouding your judgment, clouding your vision, allowing you to attract people into your life who ain't no good for you. You have maybe relationships that you're dealing with that are unhealthy. You want to detoxify those relationships so that they become more healthy. You can work with the stone garnet. Okay, and as I was explaining to Cancer in the reference to how stones work, like I rock a lot of stones, my rings, all of these are stones, because the stones emit a particular type of frequency. Like we as individuals, when we go out into the world, we emit a frequency, whether we realize it or not. Let me just show you what I drew for Cancer. So we emit, like, that little wireless symbol. So this is us out in the world. We go out in the world, and these little two quote marks around us, those are the frequencies we give off. That's our subconscious energy. All right. And we give this off when we go out. We can't see it. We can't touch it. But this is what attracts people to us. So if you're on the same frequency as this person, if the line between you and this person is 5, because this person's on a 5 and you're on a 5, then you guys are going to connect, right? And you're going to, because you're like-minded, you're going to connect, right? So when you carry a stone around you, and a stone gives off a certain energy, what that stone is also going to do is it's going to be incorporated into your frequency, where it's going to give off the vibe of this stone. So this stone is a vibe of purification and detoxification, detoxifying negative energy. So what you're going to do is, if you're a 5, it's going to help you to clear your 5 out so that you can upgrade to at least a 7, 8, 9, 10, and that you don't attract a 5. Now you're going to attract a 10, a 6 or 7, 8 or 9 or 10. Okay? So this is what the purpose of wearing stones is for. You know what I mean? It's very little that you have to do, but it makes a difference in your life. So you guys may want to work with garnet. Now I'm going to go to the extended. I'm going to break these down in the extended. The link's in the box below, so feel free to join the extended. If not, let me know if this resonated with you in the comments. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram. Like, subscribe, and share. And I love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out.